Lucy first appeared when her soul combined with a moss-covered rock in the middle of Mama's village. Lucy is upbeat, adventurous, spunky, and a big ol' goofball. She's also a little bit clumsy, and she tends to drop things or have trouble holding onto them because of the goop in her arms. She loves messing around and having fun with her friends. Her bright personality may contrast with the dark colors that make up the bulk of her face, but make no mistake, wherever she goes, it's as if a gentle glow has come to lighten up the mood. Lucy was the first Geobot ever to be built, all the way back in 2018, which technically makes her the oldest of our heroes in terms of build date. She was also initially planned to be a boy named Lucky, but after assembling the head, I knew her name would be Lucy. What I didn't quite know at that point, though, was her personality. Back when she was first created, before Geobots were even called Geobots, I had her in my head as an assassin who looked all kind and friendly until a job needed to be done. Here you can see some early pictures of what that idea looked like. The idea behind this is that this is some kind of like berserk mode or something like that. Lucy's face markings are naturally developed, and they are placed on the sides of her head and her temples. Markings on the temples stand for bravery, and markings on the sides of her head stand for curiosity. It is not yet certain what these face markings mean, what they do, or how they function, but I'm sure Mama has a story all about it in her collection of scrolls. Over here we have some pretty standard articulation. We have a ball joint at the ankle, which can turn around. We have a ball joint at the knee, which can do exactly the same thing. We have a ball joint at the hip, which is slightly limited in terms of it twisting, but it's fine. We have a ball joint here at the abs or waist or whatever you want to call it, so it can twist and crunch and everything you want. We also have a hinge at the elbow over here. And we've also got a ball joint at the shoulder joint over here. Oh gosh, hang on. Oh gosh. There we go. Okay, we're good. Anyways, we have also got a ball joint at the neck over here. Look up, look down, rock out. You know it. We also have, a hinge joint per ear. How cute. How cute. How charming. And we're just gonna set her down over here and look at the camera, Lucy. There we go. There we go. Yay. The backpack is a nice simple design that matches Lucy's main color of lime green. It also sports two studs on the back for easy storage of her shield. Lucy's shield is made of a lightweight but durable material called cloud steel, found only on the imaginary island. It is adorned with her signature goop splat to signify her connection to it. Geobots are known to have a special companion or partner, a best friend who is with them through everything, and for Lucy, that companion is Chris. Look, they even have matching shields. I love her hair. Those little green curtain bangs bring out so much character and personality, it's impossible to leave them out, even if they do cover her face markings. I also love her chest and upper torso assembly. I love the shaping and texture it brings, and I love how angular it is, like she's wearing armor or something. I also love the shaping of her lower arms. I've built a lot of Geobots since Lucy, but I've never been able to replicate the same feeling as this arm. I like to imagine the goop on her arms kind of flies off as she throws a punch. It gets my imagination working whenever I look at it. Maybe she could try to figure out a way to use her goop like Spider-Man webs. That'd be cool. First off, I gotta change the upper arm assembly. I think it looks okay, but I'm not totally sold on it. I feel like it needs to be more sturdy and stable, especially around that hinge area. And speaking of that hinge area, that's another part I want to change. While it has magnificent range of motion in one direction, it has absolutely no range of motion in any other direction without switching out the clippy piece. Additionally, as perfectly demonstrated in the articulation section, this is not a super secure and sturdy connection, as it disengages if it isn't aligned properly. I have an idea for how to fix the range of motion problem, while also being able to keep the lower arm assembly looking mostly the same, and that solution also solves our stability problem. But that's a story for a different day. Another thing that I'm probably going to change are the legs. Some of you may have noticed, but there is a little bit of tissue wedged in the socket part of the CCBS shell. And the reason for that is it's because it's a counterfeit element and doesn't have good enough friction to stay on without wobbling all over the place and coming off anytime you try to move the leg. In addition to this, I've been meaning to bring system legs to my Geobots for a while now. I haven't managed to get perfectly 1,000,000,000% system legs to work in this style, but I'm at a point where, if I had the right pieces, I could probably make some much cooler legs than what she has now. And finally, I'm not too sure about this little ponytail thingy. I think it's fine, but it doesn't add very much at all to the design, and it feels kind of out of place. All in all, I love Lucy. She may have been the first Geobot ever, but out of all the Geobots I've ever built, she has the fewest edits to her design. I know some people aren't going to like her asymmetrical design, and how she looks kind of cobbled together, but I think all of that fits really well with her element being moss-covered rocks and her personality being all wild and goofy. Her design suffers from all the same things as the rest of Wave 1 suffers from, those being the hinge elbows and the fully CCBS legs. But even with all her flaws, I think she's just so charming it's hard to believe I'm the one who designed her. Anyways, this has been my in-depth review of Lucy. Look out for the next video, because that one's going to be Chris, Lucy's partner. So if you want to see something like that, stick around for a bit and take a look at the channel. If you're confused about what a Geobot is, I recommend you look at this video here. But anyways, until the next one, I'll catch you around.